Alright, today we're going to look at changing the tyre on the mounting board. This one's a little bit bare. The tools you're going to need for this are one 16mm spanner, a 3mm Allen key, and then just a regular bicycle pump. Alright, to start taking the wheel off, first thing we're going to do is get the dust cap off and deflate the tyre. Next, take your spanner and get the axle nut off. So the tyre just come off now. So left on the axle we'll have the rubber O-ring, we'll have the bearing support spacer, bearing axle spacer. That'll all stay on the axle and your bearing will be left in your wheel, but we don't need to touch any of that to change the tyre. So now we've got the wheel off, just going to take a 3mm spanner, unscrew each of these hex bolts. There's a little bolt in the back, you don't need to grip that, that's gripped by the Hypa Hub as it sits. Right, so now all that's undone, it's just a case of pulling these bolts out and taking apart the rim. These will come out. Sometimes you might need to just give them a few extra turns. Now we've got a rim apart, we've got one with a bearing in, one without. We'll get our new tyre. If we lay this with the valve side down, we'll put in the one without the bearing because the bearing's already on the axle. It just pushes in. There's a little groove cut in the hub, just want to make sure that lines up with the valve. Okay. So after that, now ready to put our bolts back in. Push these in and it'll help getting the nuts in on the back side. Now we're just going to start putting these M4 lock nuts in. Alright, it can be tricky getting these bolts in, so a little trick is just to put it on your 3mm Allen key. You can line it up. Keeps the bolt nice and flat, so you can drop it straight in. Now all the bolts are in, you just hold the wheel up like that, get your 3mm Allen key, and just start to tighten them. Tighten them progressively as you go around, don't tighten one all the way down, and then tighten the rest. Just keep doing each bit by bit. Now the new tyre's on, we're just going to pop it back onto the board. We want the side without the bearing because we've obviously already got the bearing on the axle. And it should just slide on like that. And get your axle nut. Tighten it back on. You don't want to go too tight with this, you don't want to squash the bearings and the spacers. I tend to go tight and then just back it off a quarter turn. That didn't spin that well, did it? Yeah. Last thing to do then is just get some air in it and pop off. Over the valve, and we're going to pump her up. Now we're just going to take the valve off and we'll put the dust cap on. So thanks for watching. We're going to have other videos on bearing servicing and other board servicing techniques, so check them out.